Lovely burbles. Welcome back to another episode of A Story Beside. We're gonna try to finish this game. A little recap. I think we're 37 years old, and the last time we said goodbye to a lot of people here because the shadow or the rain was getting bigger. There were no crops growing anymore. People had no jobs, so they had to leave this place. And we'll see how our story... I want to see how my story is going to develop here. This is chapter 4. No, this is chapter 4, but we're starting with chapter 5 now. And I remember we even saw the cutscene at the beginning where we were hunting a rabbit. Seven years later. People rather want to study, yeah. But the trend was already starting with, I don't know, 10 years ago or something. A lot of people are more studying than trying to learn a profession. Yeah, that's also a big problem. Payment. I think a McDonald's worker who would earn, I don't know, 40,000 euro per year, I think a lot of people would work there. That's just an example, and I think McDonald's is actually paying well. At least in Denmark, they're paying really well there. Good boy, Coco. Stringy rabbit meat is better than nothing. Was awesome. Oh, I saw Manu. Good breakfast. Are you gonna do the same tomorrow as well? Can barely feel my toes. About time to head back. Oh, it's looking so cold. Such strange fire. It seems to give off deep cold rather than warm. So we started hunting, even though I think I remember saying we don't want to do this, but we have no choice left. A cooking pan is way to go, but didn't that rabbit have as much right to live as we do? Of course. The only problem with bagels is they have a giant hole in the middle. It's such a waste, dude. Give me that back. I want to eat this little piece. It's so wasted. Just like my heart. Wow, so itchy. I'm a bit scared going back to the village. I have no idea what we can expect. I don't think there is much life left. Keeping a watchful vigil, like always. Thanks, Elby. I can always count on you to have my back. Also, I don't know what happened to the oryx, so the goats. It's old wood, but it's been sturdy enough so far. I just need to be extra careful moving across. Wasn't this bridge also bigger? Looks dangerous. I really wonder how my story is gonna end.
In a charming new location. Not only was the cabin on the cliff cozier and easier to warm, it was nearer the frozen woods and the hunting traps I'd set throughout. It was hard. Tears stung in my eyes turning away from Pyreside.
Oh, we're living here now.
Memories of Mom laughing over the piano at Dad's attempts to play her favourite melody.
Because it makes sense.
Of sitting cross-legged by the fire listening to Nana's fairy tales. All behind me. Buried in a blanket of snow.
I remember the first day here, the first chapter, we broke a precious bottle of wine. You deserve a good rest, Coco. Just watch your tail, would you? You sleep closer to the fire every day. Please don't leave me, Coco. The adventurers have stayed here since I moved from the village, but that was a long time ago. Cabin inventory. Prophet seeds, cedar resin, distilled whiskey. Glad I was able to find something for this stove. Should probably look up before starting dinner though. They're locked. Wouldn't want anyone or anything dropping in without warning. The days of adventures casually passing by are long gone. Winter sounds super rough here. The PC's driving me crazy, and now I've been looking at building a new PC sooner than later. Oh, I know that feeling, Astronix. I know that feeling. Hope you can find something nice, some cheap components, and maybe you can get your dream build. A life without a proper PC is very, very rough for me. I was actually in cold turkey the past day. The whole week was so rough for me. I'm still looking for, yeah. Let's say I already started by buying this PC, which I'm going to definitely use for the next build. Yeah, that's going to be the goal for this year. Suppose I should get dinner started. There isn't much meat here, but it will make a hearty stew at the very least. You go ahead and rest, Coco. It's not like you're much use in the kitchen anyway. Just my company here. Salut Pat, ça va? Ça va bien? Et toi? I'm doing good. What about yourself? I have a hike of 2 days to eat ramen or Zimtroller. I'm gonna take a lemon roll then. I don't like cinnamon buns. Ugh. Not terrible, all things considered. It's warm. At least though it hardly seems worth the entire day spent out hunting. But what else can I do? Supplies are dwindling, and that rabbit was like one of the last critters living so close by. Oh god, are we gonna starve here? Oh god. I don't think there was any getting around it. I'll have to head deeper into the woods tomorrow. Don't look so concerned, Coco. We'll be okay, we stick together. Lyric is so positive, dude. Next year 15. Oh, nah, too expensive. My goal is to get a 4080. But I guess a 4070 Ti would be also nice. Yeah, this is why I have a 850 watt now built here, which is way too much, but it's okay. Better than 1000. It's crazy how much they're draining of electricity. Are you speaking French? Yeah, I am. I'm speaking French. I'm speaking French. No, that doesn't mean I can speak Finnish. Not at all. Not at all. But it's going to be quite interesting. When I'm going to Norway this year, I want to see if I can come far with my Danish. Probably. I can send you the link for the 4070 Ti. Yeah, but I don't think I can manage. I can manage to buy this now. So maybe, I don't know, in a month or 2 or 3 or 4, 5, 6. Just not now. I'm getting a 4080 for sure, but now I've been looking at BSA just to get 4090 because it's so much better. Now I'm considering. I'm not sure. I think Nvidia kind of messed up the 4K series to be honest. About the RAM built inside. I feel like this is some kind of scam. I'm not sure if I want to support that. I would also buy AMD GPUs, but yeah, where are they? You people are rich. No, I don't have it. I don't have it. We're just dreaming, Sarah. We're just dreaming. Hello, Sky. Hi, good to see you. Hello. Welcome, welcome. I wonder if all those traps are still set up down by the lake. I should be able to scrounge up some rotten old roots to use a bait. And I suppose I need to take some other supplies, a lantern, obviously. Brian's old swords to cut through the brush. Bush, right? Plenty of sleep behind me, that's most of all. Good night, boy. I'm sure I'm glad to have you, dude. If Coco dies, then I'm gonna rage quit this game. Why are you wearing your shirt this weather? No warning, Coco. Because this game started with spring. Okay, back out in the snow. I need to get to the lake shore and bait all the old traps down there. Actually, the plan was actually just going to the building because I was not expecting. I'm living there now. Okay, let's go to the lake shore. Also want to see how... Oh, look at my doggo, my poor doggo. Oh, this bridge is also not existing anymore. It's... Well, we're completely cut out from society, basically.
Everyone told me staying in the mountains would be a mistake. After 3 straight years of winter, even I had to admit it. When frigid winds and frozen storms sent the old bridge crashing down into the valley below, my hopes and spirits went with it.
Oh my god, I was looking. Where am I? I was super small there. I could probably push through this brush, I guess. Brush if I really try, but there isn't anything for me at the village. Not anymore. But I want to see. Alright, let's go to the lake shore. I forgot where it was. Oh, it's so cold. I got a doggo, yeah? I've adopted this doggo. But my doggo is also getting old slowly. I mean, 7 years passed. Other 7 years and my doggo is very, very old. I'm gonna take care of my baby. So where's the lake shore? Maybe here on this side. Hopefully we can go through. But if you listen closely, you can hear it's fresh snow we're stepping through. I think we can go through this place. Ah, there you go. If he couldn't escape this bitter cold, what chance do the rest of us have? Poor little oh my god. Always birds, dude. Oh, this is so brutal here. Turns out we didn't need to repair these bridges after all. The rivers and streams are completely frozen over. Well, we were lucky, I guess. This used to be our favorite spot for campfires. How many years ago did we last sit down to share snacks and stories? Many, many years. I wonder if we're gonna see our friends ever again. But I think we're going the right way. One chap says, I'll have to remember where I placed the rest of them. Because I'm so good with remembering the way and stuff like that. Well, we have to. In age since there was any fresh fish to be cleaned. Oh, we can now. Maybe we can cross the lake here. I guess we can go to the other side now. Oh god. I'm sliding a bit. Looking like I'm walking in clouds. The ice is plenty thick, but it's still eerie walking across the lake. Like I'm trespassing on another world. And walk on a frozen lake. I mean, if it's, I don't know, minus 40 degrees, you can, but I don't think we're reaching that. But yeah, you're right. Don't do that. Stay close, Coca, and move slowly. I know it's a strange feeling slipping around on the ice. Yup. Could be minus 10. It's still crazy. You need to be very careful with that. What would Nana say if she could see me now? Nana would probably say, Lyric, you should have left this town for your sake. This bait doesn't look too appetizing. Hopefully any critters slinking around here are desperate enough to bite anyway. My poor doggo. That wind is so bitter cold. I can hardly keep my eyes open. Oof. Just by thinking of that, I'm getting goosebumps. During this weather, only a hot chicken soup help. Yeah, but the problem is there is no chicken left here at this place. How many taps did I leave out there? I shouldn't stay out too much longer if I don't want to catch a cold or worse. But how many did she place? Oh? Coco, where are you going? Do you smell something? No, not my dog. Dude, I can't lose my dog.
My first thought was that I'd lost it, cracked like a walnut. I'd heard tales of weary adventurers, sailors and the like falling victim to visions in the night. Faces in the water or shadows of people that weren't really there. But this boy in the snow was real. And he was dying.
I love physics. When Doug is leaving us, 1% same. There's a reason why developers are giving us a companion, so we're not feeling that alone. So, who are you anyway? By the way, think about the companion in Portal 2, and I find it a bit disturbing if I did a bit of research why I got this one and what the companion cube actually is. There's some very interesting videos about that on YouTube if you're interested. So who are you anyway? And how did you get there? You must be stronger than you look to have come this far into the mountains. And why? You never played Portal? Oh, you need to, Sog. The first one is like 1.5 hours. It's super nice. It's such a good game. That symbol on the hilt of your swords, it looks like the crest of the royal family. Some sort of royal knight, maybe? Thank you for the lurk, dear Sky. Regardless, he's going to need medicine and food in his stomach, warm clothes, any extra blankets I can find. Just take the carpet. Unfortunately, Coco, we don't have any of that to spare. At least not around here. We're going to have to go up to the village.
Huh.
I know. The village is dangerous. Last time we went up there, we saw 3 shadow creatures near the old windmill. Okay. What choice do we have? We can't just let him die, and we barely have enough supplies for you and me here. We need to stock up. Come on, Coco. This nameless boy is the first adventurer to stay at the Sleepy Dragon in a long time. I have to keep him alive. Well, let's go to the village. Right, back up to the village. No problem at all. It was not this. I'm always forgetting this way, right? Yes. I will catch up at some point. I have 2 games to finish now. Promise. That's nice. Always nice to have a game in your backlog, I guess. Let's see if we can see those shadow creatures. Oh, not this way. Oh god. It's so scary! I don't want to see the shadow creatures. Hopefully no jump scares indeed. This way? No. My book clock is long, to be honest. Same with mine. I'm just playing on your PS5. Maybe just not the mood right now. It will come again.
I thought I'd been prepared. I was wrong. One step back into the village proper and memories came flooding back.
Actually, that was a good one, Death Dragon. I was looking into the chat though. Hi, Death Dragon. Hello there. Thank you so much for the 300 bits. Thank you and welcome. I really thought it's also the wind. Could have been the wind. Now I sound like a Skyrim character, huh? One of the NPCs. Thank you so much, dear Death Dragon. Thank you. I appreciate it. And welcome. You're so slow. You're gonna miss out the last slice of dragonberry pie if you don't hurry your mom. I said it's almost gone. Come on, Lyric. Where is you there? Now my outfit fits again. All the chickens are back. Chicken. It was so nice at the beginning. These orcs are graceful, majestic creatures, blessed to share the mountains with them we are. Can't believe that clumsy son of mine fell into the river again. Reckon that makes 3 times a fungus. His clothes is out to dry this week. I mean, those are kids, right? It's even Finlay. He's also not alive anymore. Look at I'm chasing a grasshopper and I've almost got it too. Always more work needs doing. Keep that chin up. We should calm down. Honestly, don't think why it's a big deal. Why it's a big deal? You know mint chocolate is my favorite. The sweets merchant only comes by once in a blue moon. Is this my grandma? No, it's not. But it's Elspeth. Place settings are important when serving a proper village dinner, but you run along there. Be a child while you can be a child. But this is mom and dad, right? Alright, Coco, we just need to look around for any tools or other supplies that might be useful. Oh, that's gonna be rough. I'm so scared of the shadows. I remember those two who are living here, they were having the discussion if they want to have a herb garden or a flower garden. Now it's a snow garden. Oh, there are still animals here. You're stuck around all this time? Stars, you amazing creatures. We're silent as anyone I know, that's for sure. Probably in need of good scratching, aren't you? Hang in there, friend. That's all we can do. You can always use some snow in summer when it's too hot, right? Yeah, I guess so. You poor creature. Please stay in the barn as long as you like. I wish there was something more I could do for you. Death Dragon is trying very hard today. Thank you so much for the 300 bits, though. Thank you. A storage chest? Miss Molly and Mr. Willie must have left some old goods. By the way, behind, how did I miss them before? I saw that Phasmo is in 0.8 now. So probably soonish out of early access. I kind of want to play this game again on stream. Take the vegetables, leave the vegetables. Okay, if I'm taking away the vegetables, are the animals gonna suffer then? Leave the vegetables? Are they gonna even find it? Drinking a lot of soda. Actually true, you were talking about this. I remember. I'm gonna leave the vegetables. Need send to no, I can't play VR games. No. Maybe I need to take it for the what was the hint? Have to look around the village for supply. Maybe I need to do it. Sorry, Chaz. Miss Molly and Mr. Willie must have left some old good behind. How did I miss them before? Alright, let's take them. I think they're necessary for the story. And that's not all there in the, that's not all there's in here. This will be incredible help. I should be grateful the orcs stayed around. You see, it was a good idea. Remember, we had the choice to let them out, but I didn't want to do this. I think playing games in VR is super, super scary. Wait by the door, Coco. Wouldn't want you stepping on a splintered floorboard or a rusty nail. Wait, you're a good boy. Nothing helpful here. It's all in despair, covered in dust. Our lessons never covered surviving on our own in an eternal winter. Too much time spent on letters and arithmetic. The last of the dried herbs from Miss Molly's garden. She must have left them for me to mix into tea herself. I take it. There must be something in this house. It's too dark. Probably. Also the reason why we're not having our dog with me. It's kind of sus. Of Writing and Wonderment by Hazel Dunnett. Something was there in those songs and those words. And that sweet mystery of you and me. Those gentle seabirds that dove through your heart and wove through my pen as I strove in words to ensnare to the grove that time set apart just for us. There in that glen where the call of the wren filled the air once with love and twice over again. Hope you change the world with your stories, Hazel. I know you can do it. can't believe it's so empty here. Wait, there's no way you guys used it twice. Thank you, dear Death Dragon. Thank you so much. I was so confused. What are the coincidences? What? Crazy. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Death Dragon. Thank you so much. You guys are not writing each other, right? Nah. You bugged it, so you placed it twice in a row. Thank you so much for the support. You may were prepared for the first. No, I did not expect the second one. I'm hearing this the first time. Funny. Thank you so much for the support. A hype train is close. Maybe you guys can get even a nice emote. Thank you so much. Even the blankets on the bed are in pretty rough condition. I don't think they'd offer any real warmth. But I can't yoink it. I was about to say Wari is not moving in here, but she mentioned that there are shadows walking here. Creepy to think the bucket is still down there, buried beneath layers upon layers of solid ice. Yeah, true. Stay here a moment, Coco. I'll be back soon. Whole lot of nothing. Nothing helpful. Anyway. Wonder what the last piece of clothing Kelsey sold was. Probably some sort of thick winter cloak. Oh, this bundle of clothes looks to be in pretty good condition. I wonder why Kelsey didn't take them with her. Did she leave them for me? Maybe. I like the thought. Mr. Miles was the first to leave Parasite, the first of all my friends and family. And Kelsey's room, right? Darianti, for Rye month. Here I am, sitting in this empty room, in this empty shop for the very last time. I think it's been a slow decline. First mother died, then Cozy, then father decided to move away. It's not like any of this happened overnight. But still, can't imagine anything feeling worse. Why won't Lyric just swallow her pride and come with us? She says she's doing it for the adventures that still come through Pyreside, as if any of them are destined to do anything worthwhile. What good is a best friend who doesn't listen? About as good as a diary from a life that isn't mine anymore. So those were her thoughts. Kelsey, I hope wherever you are right now, you're happy. Probably a good thing the mirror is fractured and frosted over. I don't want to know how disheveled I look right now. And there's the old windmill here, right? The last time there was nothing inside. Oh, rats! Oh no, if they made their nest in here, all this grain is surely contaminated. Wouldn't it be safe to take it? Then we're probably gonna die. Some kind, it's a survival game now. Just eat the rats. I guess you could do that. I was not even thinking of this. Interesting thought. Nothing but dust and rotting leather. Poor Thug is probably thinking, you rats. Red give up. Oh god. Rats are very, very intelligent animals, actually. And so cute. It's very hard to see how this village is breaking down. Should have taken this apart for scrap wood years ago. It's no use now, rotten and brittle from the cold. What the hell is this sound? Did you hear this?
69.
Not this one though. Deathring, thank you for the bits. Thank you. There was a... Am I hallucinating? No, right? Thank you so much, Deathring. Thank you. Celeb. You hear this? Still a breathtaking view in a different way. This is so creepy. I find it interesting how nature takes back what we made of it. That's also true, yeah. Nature is always gonna come back. Always. It's kind of comforting as well. Twitch liked when Dragon played that, so I didn't even... I'm sorry. There it is again. No. Am I finished looking around the rest of the village? I think so. Yeah. Creepy, right? Is it a cat? No, it was not a cat. It was... Oh, a shadow. Since when are doing shadows these kind of sounds? Okay. But on the other side, how can you give a shadow a sound, right? I can do this one step at a time. Something what newbie would say to me. Is the piano still working, by the way? Nature is a mold. We can work outside the mold, but no matter what, nature will make the world fit the molds. Just a scary situation because it's was in the news the past days, the earthquake in Turkey and Syria. It's very scary. You can't do much about it. It's happening. Of course, you can build safe houses, but otherwise, it's brutal to know that the ground is shaking. It's very brutal. It's almost certainly out of tune. Play the piano. Today was again an earthquake. That's crazy. It's not calming down, huh? Since when are flames natural green? I mean, they're in game. They are here since forever, since the shadow was hitting us. But yeah, it is green. Also, the animals having green eyes here. Well, it's still working. It's still working. How many adventures did I serve across this counter? It feels like there was another lifetime, another lyric. This is such a beautiful game. It's so beautiful. What's this? Oh, little lyric. How hard this is. I remember the day we tried together. You all up in the farmhouse for your first lessons. Herding house cats would have been a simpler task. Kelsey and my two boys howled and wailed at the injustice of it all, stuck inside of the desk instead of out playing in the sunshine. But you? From that first day, you were so gracious and well behaved, so eager to learn, innocent and yet somehow so grown up. Many times throughout my life, I would look to you for your wisdom, forgetting that you are a great many years younger than me. I don't intend to ramble on. I know you've the world on your mind, but please never forget that you are loved, Molly. Oh, that's kind. Miss Molly was like a second mother. I feel terrible for making her worry. I hope she and William get a fresh start somewhere. It's very kind of her leaving this letter here. Went through all this already. I don't think I find anything here. Just wanted to give it a try. I also feel like I'm playing The Walking Dead by trying to find some supplies. Nothing. I already scored these shelves when I left the inn. Yeah, I was also reading about the earthquakes. In 5 or 6 years, they're also expecting a very big earthquake in Istanbul as well. It's very scary. People trying to prepare themselves, and hopefully it's gonna work. I wonder what advice Nana would give me if she were here. She would probably reprimand me for not leaving with the others. Probably, yeah. She should have done that. But we never had this option. There's a thick layer of frost over Nana's big windows. Such a shame. This room always had a lovely view of the mountains. The music stopped here. Do we have anything here? Shameful the state of the guest room. Although I suppose this isn't any inn anymore, so it hardly matters. The merchant was always living in this room. I wonder how is he doing. Liliana, widow guest, penned on the 1st of Ash month. I imagine this will be the last real bed in which I sleep before I go to confront my fate. The shadow lies ahead, along with the bitter end of the civilized world. Its power draws me north. Had not expected to find this quiet place of rest, this moment of respite before the final stretch of my journey. Warm food and kind smiles were something I thought I'd left behind weeks ago, and yet here at the Sleepy Dragon I found both, and now I go forth to meet my destiny forever grateful. If by the stars I'm victorious, I will always remember this inn. If I am not, let this page serve as my final goodbye to delicate world. She never did come back. I need to collect more stuff, but I have no idea where to find them. Oh! What's happening? What's wrong, Coco? What? Oh! The shadows! Oh God!
My childhood nightmares had come for me. I fled straight into the room at the top of the stairs where I used to curl up between Mom and Dad after a bad dream. But no tender smile or comforting words would fend off these nightmares.
Where's my dog? Coco! Coco! No! No, I could never do this. No! Coco, please get back safely. Oh, money! The villagers are, only some of them are dead, but it's not them. It's something It has something to do with this. Oh my god! Okay, I'm scared. And I need to be fast now, I think. Can I die? I guess so. Game over. Am I panicking a bit? Probably. Stop following me. I want my dog back! I can't walk here. Oh my god. Is this the old manor tree? This is where my parents died. We remember we could hide up here. Where did they all come from? Stars, what do I do? Oh my god! Lyric heart, I never force you to do this. Are you scared? Terrified. Those creatures, they're going to get me. It's okay to be scared, heart. Even the bravest adventurers got scared sometimes on their journeys. The secret is having strong and loyal companions to dog courage from in the dark times. It's how every hero prevails in the end. Lucky as you are, you've got them in spades. Your mother would do anything for you, your sister and your grandmother as well. But you're not a hero. None of you are. You left me alone in the woods. I was just a little girl, Dad. And you left me. Left you? No, Heart, we never left you. I told you I'd be here to catch you. I've been waiting all these years. Waiting for you to meet your old man. Waiting for you to jump. Are you ready? I am. I like these effects between the past and the present. The Shadow Knights, they're gone? I really wonder what this is. What is this shadow? The green flames are from the natural disaster with the meteorites, in my opinion. Oh, I remember at the beginning there was something with the firelight. The firework. But things went completely downhill. Focus, Lyric. You can do this. You need to get back to the cabin as quickly as possible. Coco ran straight back, surely. I'm so scared they're doing a bad ritual with my dog. I'm so scared. This tension I can't handle. Where do I need to go? Right side? Probably. She broke a leg. I mean, that tree was looking very, very tall, yeah. I remember seeing this as well. Just by looking at that, my ankles are hurting. Warm cocoa is always nice doing it. Yes, it is. I want my dog back though, so my fingers are crossed that my dog is doing all right. Please, 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 please. I can't do it without my dog. Please. Oh, good boy. You made it back. What a good boy. You ran straight home like we practiced, didn't you? Oh, that's my boy. We did manage to salvage a few things before they found us. You didn't drop anything from your pack, did you? Let's see. Cured vegetables Molly and William left behind. They must have been thinking ahead even before they decided to leave town. Cassie left a bundle of handmade clothes at the boutique. Warm, dry tunics and trousers to put on after trudging through the snow. Dried herbs from Molly's garden, useful for mixing into a salve or some restorative tea. Daybreak wool from the barn. Somehow the Yorks have kept safe and warm in there all these years. That sounds like we had a good looting route, right? These supplies will help us hold out a little longer at the very least. Hopefully keep our adventurous friends alive too. For now, I think we should barricade the door and try to get some rest. It's been a long, eventful day. You got your light back? I guess so, yeah. Thanks, Dad. I don't know how you helped, but I know you did. In our thoughts. See, you wouldn't need to be scared if you brought along a great sword. To be honest, there was a blacksmith in this town. Why am I not just taking the biggest swords? I wonder who this traveler is.
2 weeks. That's how long the nameless boy slept by my fire. Each day I would redress his wounds and pour bits of warm soup down his throat, praying that his body would find the strength to keep fighting. I needed him to live, for any flicker of hope in a frozen winter.
I can feel I'm gonna cry today. Nothing in this chap. Might be going hungry again tonight. Damn. I don't know how much longer I can do this on my own. I don't want to give up now, but what else can I do? Should I leave the mountain? Even if I could survive the woods, vicious monsters and behemoths have settled the valley beyond. I wish there was someone else I could turn to. Like a bird. You wild creatures again, why can't you just leave me alone? Haven't you taken enough from me? My mom and dad, my sister, my friends, my home, all of it. What more do you want? Answer me. Please. Is this the guy we helped?
Oh.
Thank you. I think you just saved my life. Glad you're finally awake. Do you have a name? It's strange, we haven't spoken, but I feel as though I know you. A ring? What's this? Some sort of bracelet? Wait, where are you going? You're not healthy enough to go off into the woods again. There are more of those things out there. Who's this mysterious guy? Okay. Good boy, are you okay? Just like that, he's gone. Like every other adventure before him. Come on, Coco, let's get back to the cabin. I'd rather not run into any more shadow creatures today. Dude, we were feeding this guy for 2 weeks and he's not even saying one word. The silent warrior strike again. Then we are gonna cry together? I guess so. I guess so. 7 days later. Coco, what is it? Is there something outside? We should follow. Yeah, I really wonder who that classic silent hero is, Death Dragon. I really wonder.
Oh,
Is that what I think it is? What is it?
I couldn't believe my eyes when the first blade of grass broke the surface of the snow. Winter had been a
Aww.
constant, a curse I believed would shroud my world forever. And yet, spring had come again. Life slowly began to reclaim the mountainside. Trees blossomed, and dawnflowers bloomed, and wildlife returned to the woods. The night had been long, unrelenting. But eventually, dawn broke, as it always will, bearing gifts of sunlight and warmth and birdsong. The heavy snows melted, and the mountain could breathe again. Nearly 7 years after the nameless boy walked off into the snow, Pyreside looked like a different village.
7 years? We will have food again. All right. You couldn't collect any tools. Okay, I tried to go into the workshop. You have collected vegetables from the barn. You couldn't collect any blankets from the inn. Okay, I didn't see them. You collected fairy flour from the windmill. No, I didn't. You collected clothes from the boutique. You collected daybreak wool from the barn. You collected herbs from the farmhouse. You couldn't collect any elixir. Oh, I didn't go to the apothecary. Oh, God. 7577 now, right? Yeah. So we are 44 years old around that. Chapter 5 is done by Winter Sound. That was not Gordon Freeman, no. A Silent Night. Save the story. Seven years later. Phoenix, thank you so much. Thank you. Hi, welcome to the stream. Thank you very much. We're going to have the big birthday party tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yay, I'm excited.
Uh-huh.
Thank you, Miss Lyric. Emma and I thought he might be here. This is Noah. Do we know Noah? We reckon it's about time to get the fire started. But no real hurry if you're lost in thought. We didn't mean to interrupt. No, not at all. I'd love to make myself useful. But what have I told you about calling you Miss Lyric? Just Lyric is fine. Sounds so formal the other way. The dog died of old age, didn't it? I'm not sure. If we're gonna see a grave, then maybe the dog is chilling at home because it's so old. But yeah, that's the thing about having animals. You're always gonna outlive them, pretty much. It hurts. It actually hurts. Force of habit, miss. Sorry about that. I was thinking I'd fix an evening snack if you'd be willing to help my husband with the fire. Do you mind? Certainly not. A fireside snack sounds lovely. You're okay getting up the stairs alone, dear? I could walk you up to the farmstead and be back in no time at all. No, dear. The baby isn't due until mid-autumn. If I can't manage a few stairs now, we're in for a rough couple months. Now then a snack. Anything sound particularly tasty? Kettle corn, baked apple sounds super nice. I'll take that. Unless it's a turtle, then it will outlive you. Also birds. Some birds also can get super old. Like 70, 80 years old. Yeah. You really need to think about what's gonna happen to the birds when you're not there anymore. Yeah, unless you get a big parrot. They outlive us as well. True. Yeah, definitely. How are baked apples? They've always been a favorite of mine. I'll see what I can do. Just make sure Noah doesn't set himself or anything else important on fire. I dread the day my cat won't be here anymore. But until then, I wonder how she will react when I'm gone. Gonna be gone for weeks, months at a time. Try not to think about that. Yeah, it's hard to lose your to pet. It's insanely hard. There was a famous parrot in Denmark that lived during the 60s, I think. And it lives up to the 2000. Yeah, they can get very, very old. They react to you when you arrive at home. Yeah. And Murphy too. That dog is sweet, but there's not much going on between the years. I keep hoping old Coco will rub off on him. Coco is alive! You see, Death Dragon? Just an old boy. We'll be fine, Emma. Your boys are safe with me. I'm right here, you know. I've never felt more emasculated.
Noah and Emma Dawn. My first new neighbours in decades. Young and full of hope and eager to see my beloved village restored. What a gift their friendship would turn out to be.
It's nice to see people here again. Perhaps you could gather a few logs to use for a tinder? I'll start getting things set up down at the fire pit. Oh, Teddy, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you. I hope you had a good stream. Hope you're doing well as well. Marbles on stream. What did you play beforehand? Hi, Teddy. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, raiders. We are trying to finish a story beside today. Today's the 3rd episode already, so I don't want to spoiler. Hopefully, we're not spoilering. But yeah, this is the plan for today. And if we still have some time left, we're gonna watch some maps in Power Simulator with the Final Fantasy free DLC. Hi Teddy, how are you doing? No says he isn't much of a fisherman, but he's got plenty of time to learn. It's not as though we're starving up at the village. Ebbing and flowing like the passage of time. Does time ebb? Maybe that's what memories are, or dreams. Spoiler, the dog turns back. They becomes Garnet. Imagine, that would be so strange. I told Noah I'd help him collect firewood, but I get to it. Alright, I didn't wanna run away. Oh wait, the logs are also shiny. Should make for a good bit of tinder. We'll probably need a few more logs this size to keep the fire going. Is this a piggy? No, that's Murphy. You short, excitable pup. Then again, maybe I'm just used to my cuckoo. Such a lazy dog these days. No, it's not a piggy. Marbling, handing out keys to games. Oh, that's very kind of you. We're gonna do the same tomorrow as well during the birthday stream. Thank you for reminding me to drink something. Actually, I need to prepare my eyes to cry later on. How are you doing? I'm okay. I'm okay. Chilling. Thank you for asking. There you are. Care to join me on my quest for firewood? I wish you'd rather lie back down and wait for me by the pit. Or would you? Oh, you should definitely drink something, Jan. A liter is not enough. Figured. Good boy, Coco. You've earned a quiet retirement. The soundtrack of this game is so beautiful. Nearly wept when the first downflower bloomed. Couldn't help it. Tonight should be fun, even though there will be only be the few of us around the campfire. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Is it you, Murphy? Yes, it is. You're looking extra fluffy today. I like this haircut on animals. It's so cute. No, that's okay, Coco. Don't get up on my account. I already collected a good amount of firewood, so just a little more should do it. Thanks for your help, Miss Lyric. Oh no, it feels like I'm super old saying Miss Lyric. Glad I found this the game of Thanks to Humble. It's such a beautiful game. It's such a beautiful game. Thank you for suggesting me this game. Wait, did people return to the village? I wasn't paying attention. We've got new neighbors. I don't think the people returned. But new people came along. Feels a bit like the old days. Kelsey always made me and Graham gather the wood for our childhood campfires. Once winter cleared, the king sent crews of smiths and carpenters all across the north to help folks rebuild. The new bridges and staircases were more than I expected, not to mention all the repairs up at the village. I just wonder if this is if this has something to do with the necklace the guy gave us, you know? This bundle is getting heavy. Maybe one more lock? Doable. Hey, little one. I mean, you no harm despite the rumors that must have spread through all your rabbit circles. Yep, we were reading lots of rabbits the last winter. It's probably enough for now. I should get these logs back to Noah and help him get the fire burning. I'm excited to see the village. Kind of relaxing game, yeah. But very emotional. A perfect stack of firewood, Miss Lyric. Something tells me you've done this before. Once or twice. Got everything else we need? I believe so. Ready to get things burning if you are. I guess so. Ready. Let's light it up. Thank you for playing this game. Oh, of course, Doug, of course. Start playing Among Trees. Also, one of the games I would like to try out. I think I even got this game. You know, Coco, we used to do things like this all the time before. Well, before the freezing rain and snow before you. We would fill up pouches with sweets and biscuits and gather around the fire, friends and family all together. Speaking of... I was expecting to have carry firewood, but it looks like you and Noah have it covered. Any particular reason you didn't ask me? It's Brianna. Pan, I think people are slowly coming back. You're getting older. You've been busy. I don't want to say you're getting older, dude. Hope you're not offended. I just figured you were busy at the shop with the party of paladins. Well, you weren't wrong. They've kept me hammering at the forge all day and all night since arriving. Good to have so much a business. I was worried you hadn't asked before because you think I'm getting old, which would be fair enough, I suppose. But I swear to the stars, I'm in the best shape of my life these days. Must be something in the air here in Parasite. I would never dream to doubt you, Brianna. I've seen lift that old mammoth hammer like it was nothing. Gotta admit, a bit of relaxing tonight. Does sound pleasant? I'm more than happy to put down the hammer for one evening. Thanks for giving me the excuse, Lyric. I'll see you by the fire.
After a certain number of summers, even something as familiar and ordinary as sitting around a campfire can feel heavy somehow, burdened with meaning. Clouds of memories hung over us that night like smoke over the flames.
Look at all those stars. I don't think I'll ever get used to the natural beauty of this mountain. Me neither. The skies were always overcast back home, and there was always rowdy drinking and laughter coming from the taverns. Everything is so still here, so peaceful. Maybe they have also fled from the winter because of no food. Maybe, yeah. It's Hazel. I grew up here and don't think I ever appreciated it. The city seems almost suffocating by comparison. It's strange. I've lived all my life, all my years romanticizing city life, thinking this village was dreadfully boring. Boring, yes, but dreadful so? Fireside is the good kind of boring, comfortable and quiet, and it's not like there is a shortage of adventures to be had in these woods. Suppose that's true. I have countless memories of running around playing make-believe with Kelsey and Graham, little Finn too. Don't forget about my brother. He'd always show up at the workshop covered in sticks and mud like he was 10 years old. How could I forget Boris, the brood, the evil ogre, who is always mocking our plans? Oh, Isaac.
No!
Tell us more stories. I love hearing about how things used to be in Fireside. This village has such rich and beautiful history. What about the folks who used to live in our farmhouse? Your parents, right, Hazel?
Right.
Right, my older brother and I both grew up in that house, but I'm not sure where I would even begin. Talk about Molly, maybe? I can start. Molly was jovial and kind-hearted and the best teacher any child could have asked for. I remember one lesson in particular about Exes the shepherds. I was so entranced by his story I must have asked a dozen questions. Well, I was so captivated that I hardly noticed when class ended and I knew everyone else ran off to play in the woods. Molly had countless other chores to see to, I'm sure, but she stayed for hours reading old books and learning together with me. After my own parents died, there were certainly times of feeling lost and lonely, if there is share of some. But I always felt that in a way I still got to grow up with a mother. What a beautiful memory lyric. Don't mind me wiping the tears from my eyes. Molly sounds like a wonderful person. Quite a legacy to live up to. Working to restore the farmhouse has taken so much of our time. I'd like to start helping more elsewhere in the village. Plenty of work to do still. The tailor shop, the apothecary. It's hard to see those buildings standing empty. Worries for the morning lyric. How about another story instead? There are too many to share from the good old days. Well, me and Kelsey got into plenty of trouble over the years. I'm sure I have stories about her. Tell a heartfelt story, not an embarrassing one. Not doing so hot today. I got wisdom teeth pulled out and it's bothering me so much. I am trying to eat now. It's hard and I'm so scared of getting food stuck. Maybe I remember when they pulled my wisdom teeth, I was only eating on one side. That was my only option. Because they pulled two at the same time at the one side, and I only was eating small pieces and only very much like potatoes, like I don't know, super soft stuff. Be careful, yeah, and get well soon. I hope it's gonna get better tomorrow. I'm trying to eat on one side in small bits. Also, soups are nice. Soups are nice with a bit of carrots and potatoes inside. You could also do that. Just not too spicy. And don't smoke. But you're also not smoking. Let's tell a heartfelt story. One time this filthy adventurer came into the inn yelling that he needed a bath. I've seen to my share of rude guests over the years, of course I have, but this man old cool was something else. Covered in dirt, slime, jelly, and what had to have been his own blood, he demanded I'd draw up a bath and I wouldn't take no for an answer. Oh, you can even see the stinky cloud. Lovely, what did he do? Honestly, I think I would have just put up with it. Confrontation has never been a strength of mine, but Kelsey, she got right up in his face. No fear at all. Told him he was going to talk to us, that the way he could find a different inn. How brave. What did the man do? Well, he didn't listen, so Kelsey decided to take more drastic action. She hit him over the head with a broom, chased him out of the inn. Quite a sight to behold. You're wielding that thing like a broadsword. Way to go, Kelsey. I don't think I ever saw her get that angry before or since. And it was to protect me. Kelsey had our flaws, but she was a true friend. I just love these stories. I could listen to you tell them all night. Feeling more and more like old times every day. Isn't it, Lyric? Cheers, everyone, to another quiet night in Parasite. Oh, Coco! Tuckered out after an evening of napping, are you? I suppose a bonfire is as thrilling as things get these days. Honestly, don't know if we'd ever get back here, old friend. Back to quiet days and evenings full of laughter. I sure miss them. Sleep well, Coco. Not that was ever in question. I think Coco is very, very old. Well, we're back here again, right? Let's see what to wear today. Stick with red. Changing to slate. A simple, elegant look. I hear the style has been catching on in the capital city. Coco has slowed down a bit, but otherwise he's perfectly healthy for an old pup. Warms my heart. Lyric. You know, all this sappy stuff isn't really my style, so I'm just going to say how delighted I was to hear that you were doing well. I truly do miss Parasite, but time never stops, does it? And I certainly can't complain about my life here, even if I'm buried in a mountain of regrets whenever I gave myself a moment to reflect. Anyway, hopefully someday when the girls are older, we'll make the trek up to visit. I miss your cooking almost as much as I miss those beautiful mountain sunsets. I'd love to share both with them. Take care of yourself, okay, Kelsey? She also get kids now. Oh, Kelsey, I'm taking care of myself the best I can. Hope you are too. So many new generations here. A lot of things are changing. Finally cleaning out this old room felt good. I might need the extra space with so many adventurers coming through Parasite. It only took us 30 years. But this is looking like a really nice beginning. I think Nana would be proud that our old room had to be renovated into a third guest suite. The sleepy dragon has never been busier. Oh, that's good. Everything was worth it. Juno Crescent, spent on this 12th of Star Month. I came to discover that the Sleepy Dragon is one of the oldest establishments in these northern mountains, but you wouldn't know it by the clean, cozy interior and modern comforts you'll find here. The innkeeper was happy to offer us privacy and prudence, though she remained graciously available in the moments of need. We were provided a home-cooked meal, both delicious and filling, and upon asking, I was informed that every single ingredient was plucked fresh from the local garden this very morning. After completing a curing quest, this entire party shall be thrilled to return to the Sleepy Dragon for another evening of celebration and comfortable rest. It's a very nice guest book. I'll be surprised if we don't have more guests checking in later today. This room hasn't been staying empty for long. Well, that's good. Things are going really well now. This party asked to not to be disturbed before noon, gives me these pleasant morning hours to myself. Feels good working behind the bar again. I really miss this old inn. I've been burning through a ton of firewood lately. Maybe I should ask New if there was any left over after last night. Maybe I should play something from one of Mom's old songbooks. Yes! Oh, why am I not playing? Oh, there you go. She's not playing perfectly anymore, but that's okay. Old memories. Yes, we're not playing perfectly anymore, but that's fine. We should have another village dinner before long, but what to cook? The options are almost overwhelming with this year's harvest. It's crazy how fast time is flying, huh? She was just a little kid when her parents organized that. Fresh strawberries, juicy tomatoes, bell peppers, corn on the cob, not to mention baskets full of various herbs and grains. I'm gonna get some food. I'm hungry. Please do that. Don't starve. Thank you so much again for the raid, dear Teddy. Take care of yourself. Enjoy your food. Luhig, I was hoping you would swing by this morning. I thought perhaps we could take a walk down to the bridge together. Maybe come back after you've done your morning rounds. That'll give me a bit more time to polish these short swords. All right. Apparently this classic sword design has gotten so popular, Brenna is considering expanding to sell them overseas. Good idea. How does Brenna get steel to gleam like this? Just beautiful. Didn't take much to get the old saw spinning again. Unsurprisingly, Donovan built all this equipment at last. Worst part about laundry, folding. That is very true. I mean, there's a machine existing as Ezranix, which is doing this job for you, but it takes so much time, and you can only, I don't know, when I saw this machine back then, you could only put like 6 clothes inside. Yeah, wow. So annoying. Yeah, there's a machine, but it's super big, and it's not really effective. You could only put like 6 clothes inside. Notes and sketches for all different kinds of weapons and armor, all beyond me, that's for sure. Looked up just like it always used to be. Just like Donovan did. Hey Sestra, did you take my paring chisel? The one that was weighted perfectly. I used that chisel for 3 decades. If you have it, we're going to be sharing some words next time you're in Hogs Harbor. Oh, and also, I love you, duh. I hope things are going well up in the mountains. Dad says he thinks about the old shop every day, even though he knows we've built something special here too. He sends his love. And please don't be too worried about him. The old grump still managed to get around astonishingly well these days. I miss you, Bray. Right back soon, Isaac. Had such high hopes. Maybe in a couple of years it's more developed. I also saw it was like, damn, that's something we need. But nah, was not looking nice. Not effective enough. A laundry folding board? Are you using this? I'm just faster without. Brenna keeps the door closed off. Sentimental reasons, I suppose. I understand that. Oh, oopsa. That's the apothecary.
Had stood empty for decades, and it stood empty still. On clear mornings I could better recall the scent of fresh herbs lingering in the garden. Sage and willow, ginger and peppermint. Reminders of days long
Sinister,
past.
thank you so
and the
much.
gentle
Thank
folks
you.
lost to them.
Hi, welcome to the stream. Good day to you. With that you can hold everything, pants, shirts, different shirts. I don't need that actually. I'm super fast with it. Oh, Coco, I don't think I've ever looked this comfortable or relaxed in my life, but if anyone deserve it, Coco, you do. Coco was so useful. Such a good boy.
That view had only gotten sweeter over the years. Or was I the one who had changed? Come to appreciate more deeply the sparkling waters and mountain breeze.
So your PNG gonna need a cane? Why? Why do I need a cane? I mean my PNG. Oh, this is also repaired. Is it on the bench? I'm not that old, Sinister. Oh, you're so mean. Managed to keep the windmill turning all these years. Suppose that big pile of coins expanded repairs really was worth it. Well, it was good that I kept the money then. Looks to be plenty here. Fairy bread is easy to make and should last us a good long while. Did the village return to normal? No apocalypse or horrifying zombie creature? No, and I wonder why though. Because of the necklace I'm having? Suddenly, I don't know what happened to the climax. It's a bit gone. He turned 18 today. She's not that old. I'm still not allowed to drink alcohol. Well, look at this garden, this farm. Looks so good. We've had to restuff you more times than I can count, but you're still my old friend Albie, aren't you? Keep up the good work.
From what I'd heard, Kelsey had set up a new shop in the River Wilds, found an honest husband and started a family. I was happy for her, but I didn't like seeing the old building vacant. A relic from another life.
Maybe we can do something else with that. Oh, Miss Lyric, I hate to ask, but could you help me with something for a moment? I need to draw a bucket from the well. Of course. No trouble at all. That's so delicious. Oh, wow. That roast. I dearly appreciate that you've seen how Noah fusses, haven't you? He wouldn't have wanted me to strain myself. No, would I? Truly, it's no trouble. Should just take a moment. There you go. It's a cute mini game here. Don't know where the fence would be lovely. Thank you, Lyric. Oh yeah, she's pregnant. Of course she can. She shouldn't do it. It's just what we parasite people folk do. Help each other when asked and ask for help when it's needed. Sometimes it's just so hard to ask for help, at least for me. I'm finding I need more and more every day, which makes me all the more grateful to have found a home in this village. Although I have to ask you something, miss, and I apologize if this is too personal a question. Are you happy to have grown up in Parasite? You've lived here since you were a child, after all. I am. At least as happy as anyone can be without a full grasp on the alternative. Does that make sense? Parasite is a special village. Part of that is my own bias, but it doesn't make it any less true. There is contentment to be found here. I don't even know this child yet, but I'm already so desperate to do right by them. Want to make all the right choices, you know? Making all the right choices all the time is an impossible task, and I can't even say what those are. But you absolutely will do right by that child, Emma, just by caring as deeply as you do and making each decision as it comes. We can only ever do our best. That's all anyone can ask. Thank you, Lyric. You're right, of course. Thank you again for helping me with that bucket. Anytime at all. Don't you dare strain yourself, okay? In Germany, you are allowed to drink alcohol at the age of 18. True, but I also saw some bars at some point which were 21 plus. That's the apothecary, right? Yes. The royal coronation approaches. Something of a silver lining around the poor health of the king is the seemingly universal adoration of Prince Oliver, who is set to receive the crown on 26 star month. The strapping prince is held in the highest esteem by nobles and common folk alike, not only for bringing about the end of the long winter, but for his recent marriage to Lady Cara of the Sea Druids that has captured the hearts of the people. Says advisor to the throne, Chait Farseer, no one wants to see our beloved king forced to abdicate before his time, least of all me, but if he must, and he believes he must, it's a great comfort knowing our realm shall remain in good hands. Isn't this because of casino machines and other stuff? I have no idea about this rule. I was never inside anyway. Looks like a delicious spread. This year's harvest has been the most bountiful our village has seen in ages. Only casinos? Maybe, yeah. Already surplus in midsummer. Brilliant, my new friends. We were babysitting here a long time ago. Hi, Teddy, welcome back. Enjoy your food. Whatever celestial spirit it was that led Noah and Emma to this village and convinced them to make their home here, I am grateful. This baby will be the first child born in Parasite since Hazel, nearly 30 years ago. So much has changed since then. Only ever would have been inside a casino while at work, and I wasn't 21 at that point. That's funny. Reminds me of those actors who are younger than 21 and then they're playing horror movies. They're not allowed to watch those movies even though they're playing in them, you know? Reminds me a bit of that. Oh, baby chick! You're a lively bunch. Loud too, but that's okay. There's no reason you shouldn't be able to enjoy this weather as much as anyone. actually, we should go to the barn. I forgot. Morning, friends. Any fresh gossip to share? Doesn't seem like much to complain about on such a mild morning. I know this from the casino in Dortmund. We were not allowed to enter because I was 19. Then it was probably a casino, yeah? Most likely. What was my task again? I'm just looking around. I have this morning hours to myself. Wonder if anything interesting is happening around the village. Okay. Let's go back to the inn, right? It was a nice little morning walk. Or I don't know what to do. I think I need to trigger something. Maybe we need to trigger something. Is this dream roots? I haven't seen any growing in the wild ways. Gonna take that. Mom, Dad, Nana, Isla, we made it through winter. Did you think we would? I have to admit there was more than one moment of doubt. It's a very nice place here, very calm. I know, Thok, I know. So sad. But with this, we can go back to the goats, right? Pleasant morning to you, Noah. Pleasant morning, Miss Louie. Did you sleep well? Yeah, sure did. Apparently these days, a small campfire is enough to wipe me out, and you? Honestly, I've been sleeping like a log ever since moving to Pyroside. Emma says she tosses and turns a fair bit, but I would never know. It's funny. If you had told me a few years ago I'd be waking up every morning at the first light of dawn to work in a pasture. Well, let's just say this life is rather different than ours in the city. You seem to be adjusting wonderfully from where I'm standing. I have to say, it's such a joy seeing oryx grazing in the fields again. And it's a joy caring for them. Well, mostly. They're still a bit skittish. I don't think they fully trust me quite yet. After the dreambird. It's just the thing. I found some wild dreambird near the old manor tree. Oryx absolutely love this stuff.
Oh.
Aww. Anything will help them warm to me. I seriously appreciate it. They're such magnificent creatures. I want to do right by them. Good night, dear Pan. Sleep well. And have a nice weekend. Thank you so much. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. Dreambird and plenty of patience. I know they'll come around. Thank you, Miss Lyric. Take care today. Enjoy the sunshine. Oh, I got an achievement. The Oryx Legacy. Oh, very nice. I'm not sure if I need to trigger something. Something interesting around the village. It sounds like that. Maybe. Another shortcut built by the king's carpenters, makes getting down to the lakeshore a fair bit quicker. Schools of moonfish spawned right away after the ice melted, as if they'd been waiting patiently for winter to end. It sure is a beautiful morning. Maybe I should take the boat out fishing for an hour or so? Yes, let's do this. Fresh fish, mmm. Hi, Babuba, hello there. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Being out in the boat always makes me think of Graham. You know, I was also about to say what happened to my friend Graham. Hello, Luna. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream as well. We shared a lot of mornings fishing and laughing together. Part of me had hoped he'd come back after winter, but I suppose he has another life to live. It's been 14 years after all. Yeah, it was probably a good idea to move on now. I'm good. Weekend finally. Nice. Happy Friday to you. Fresh pizza. Mmm. Missed the bite in the middle of all my reminiscing. Maybe I should pay more mind to the women at hand. Besides, it's just something that happens as you get older. Folks falling out of your life for one reason or another. It's sad, but yeah, I figured this out today. Well, it makes those shared moments more precious. I think that's what all the wise poets would say, anyhow. Oh, I got one fish! I've never seen the lake so full of fish. A girl can't even pontificate to herself without being interrupted. There you go. Maybe I'll just set the pole aside and enjoy the sunshine for a while, in the spirit of appreciating the here and now. Birthday tomorrow? Today? Tomorrow's only the only! No. Today's officially my birthday, but we're celebrating tomorrow, yeah? I don't mind. It's okay. I think people are gonna say happy birthday for 3 days now. It's gonna be a long party. Somehow even more peaceful when you're out on the water. That's why I love the water. Oh, thank you so much, Bubba. Thank you. How lovely was last night's campfire? I'll have to remember just how much fun everyone had and be sure to plan another one soon. Oh, thank you, Bubba. Thank you. That's very kind. You know, I was confused. Was it 2 days ago? I think it was you writing on Discord in general, gaming, and then I think you were suddenly you left Discord. I don't know, for some reason I thought you got hacked or something. I don't know where to go. Wonder how things are going at the... Oh, back to the workshop. Okay, we triggered the event now. Maybe one day I'll step inside this cabin again without being haunted by memories of winter. Not today, though. Not today. We'll fix it up eventually, make some new memories. Yeah, that was a very brutal chapter, to be honest. Nope. Let's go back to the workshop. Oh, this is the right way. Was cleaning service, I wasn't active. Ah, okay. Alright. Because I clicked on the profile and then there were no server information or anything and I was very confused. Oh, thank you so much, Desi. Thank you. Very kind. I'm just about finished here. What do you think, Lyric? Here to take a short walk and stretch your legs? Yes, ready if you are. It sure is a lovely morning for it. Just like... I did the same. I need to figure out what it was, though. So it hopefully never happens again. I'm very sorry. I hope you're not deaf now. You know, living in Hawks Harbor, I used to wake up nearly every morning with a sore throat. I thought I must have developed some mild allergy in my older years. Tried every remedy I could get my hands on to no avail. I think my body was just longing to breathe this crisp mountain air again. Honestly, not a single sore throat since moving back. I'm happy to hear it, Brianna. The mountain missed you too. Oh, but is Hawks Harbor really so terrible? Your father and brother still live here? There, I wouldn't like to think of them unhappy or unwell. Baffled one. Don't be, Does. You need to tell us what you do, though. You triggered something. I got scared. Oh my god. You want to know what it was? It was the alert from Throne. The side user. Oh, it was Throne? Really? Oh, thank you for letting me know that, because I need to fix this. I need to... maybe I can do this now. Source. Mixer. Yeah, I can fix it now. I'm gonna... it was on 100%. I'm gonna put it on, I don't know, 20%, 25%. Everything else is 100%, but Throne is way too loud. I have no idea how 5% are gonna sound like, but probably better than the... Fuck, I'm so sorry. That was the biggest jump scare. Dear Des, thank you so much for gifting me gifts. I can't see. For gifting me some stuff over my wish list. Thank you so much. Very kind of you. Thank you. Oh, that's so generous. I think it was bugging out though. Oh god. Yeah. I'm also baffled, Ronald. I'm very sorry. It is still very... it is still very loud. Oh my god, Des. Let's... no, you're so kind. You're so kind. I think I still need to put it down. Give me a second. Oh god. No, god, you already... oh god. Ronald, stop. Okay, it's on 10% now. It's still very loud. Maybe I need to do this over the browsersaurus. Ron must have been scared himself. I think so as well. I think so too. Thank you so much, dear Ronald. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm awake now. Okay. Oh god. Okay, there you go. No, it isn't terrible. The chef looks out over the docks. Our old man loves sitting at this window watching merchant ships come and go. You see I'm not better because I was throwing away the headset. Yeah. I was like, okay, what's going on now? Isaac, I don't know how many consider coming back to Paris at once. Well, once the old man finally croaks, we'll see. Thank you so much, though. Thank you so much again for all the gifts. Thank you. I'm excited. I'm very excited. I wonder what they are. I really wonder. Thank you so much. Truth is, they both poured a lot of themselves into that shop. I did too. Isaac feels compelled to stay and continue building it up. Your heart pulled you back here, and I'm grateful for it, but you must miss him terribly. I do, every day. I understand. I miss him too. The village isn't the same without his optimism and his silly jokes, though I'm glad he's doing what he feels is right. Lyric, looks like we've got a company. Who's this? Hazel! What a lovely surprise! So good to see you, Lyric. I wasn't expecting a welcoming party now, right here on the bridge. And Brianna, how have you two been? You know how things are in Paris, just an endless flurry of noise and excitement since your last visit. No doubt. Can you believe that was only a month ago? Feels like far longer since I've seen your beautiful faces. Aw. Be warned, time only gets fuzzier as you get older. What brings you back through the mountains so soon? Something funny, I hope? The name day, a celebration of some fancy northern noble?
Oh.
Is that what you think a minstrel does? Travel around the kingdom performing at name day parties like a court jester? I suppose not. Well, no. Although...
Humble store purchase made for your 59,39.
Thank you so much for using the humble raffling. Thank you. Very kind. Thank you so much. Enjoy the games. Well, I suppose, although I imagine you've attended your share of elegant banquets and 5-course dinners. You'll have a hard time denying it with a royal knight at your back. Fanny was able to do that. Oh, thank you, Jan. Thank you for using the raffling. Very kind of you. Thank you. All right, I'm so sorry, Boris. Would you mind waiting by the wagon? I'll be there in a moment to have settled the horses. Of course, Lady Hazel, at your leisure. Oh, that's his name, Boris. Sounds like a piggy name. I don't know why. Tease all you want. Boris is indeed a royal knight, and that is indeed one of the king's wagons. But it isn't here for me. How do you mean? Who else would it be for? The innkeeper with the gentle eyes and the fire-red hair. What are you talking about? Here, just read this, will you? What? Is this because we helped this night? You are hereby summoned to attend the royal coronation ceremony of Prince Oliver Johansen Harris as his honored guest. Alongside a small number of hand-selected individuals, you will be recognized by the royal family and gathered nobility for your part in our prince's legendary quest to slay the shadow 7 years ago. Your acts of bravery and personal sacrifice to preserve his life have made you a true hero to your kingdom. That was the prince. We await your arrival in the castle at sunrise on 26 star month. Your royal escort shall provide further details if needed. Oh, wow! Only a game with some DLCs? Have lots of fun. Hazel, what? This has to be some sort of joke. This letter is stamped with a royal seal.
Right.
Straight from His Majesty's desk. It is what it says. It is lyric. An invite from the king and waiting to his coronation ceremony. But why? I don't understand. This must be for someone else. Lyric, have you ever looked closely at that bracelet you always wear? You said you got it from an adventurer 7 years ago. Yeah, it's engraved with the symbol of a phoenix. Phoenix! The guardian deity of the royal family. Your bracelet has an illustrious lineage, passed down from king to king across centuries. Hazel, I am still not following. The prince, Lyric! You got that bracelet from the prince!
A pleasant surprise it was, seeing Hazel that morning, and a genuine shock to find out why she'd come. The nameless boy I'd nursed back to health in the depths of winter. The prince. Even now I can scarcely believe it.
This can't possibly be true. If that was really him, why didn't he say so? Why has it taken this long for me to find out? Well, he's been fairly busy these past few years, you know, slaying the shadow and marrying the druid princess, all that classic hero stuff. Even you can't be completely clueless to royal affairs, can you? He's set to be crowned king in a little over a week's time. Incredible, who would have possibly thought? Not me, that's certain. What do you do now, Hazel? I can't just stop and leave Pyrsa because I received some letter.
Oh.
Some letter? Lyric, you're adorable! That is a missive from the king of the entire realm. You're absolutely coming with us to the capital. With you? And that royal knight? Yes, my dear, and one additional guest from what I understand. One additional guest from what you understand. At this point, you're just repeating everything I say. Maybe it's best to take a few minutes and let it all sink in. Let's meet up at the inn, okay? Take your time and think things over. We won't be ready to depart till morning anyway. I will walk you back to the village, Lyric. You have to tell Noah and Emma. I can't imagine they'll be anything but thrilled for you. Huh. Right. Okay, thanks, Brianna. I keep pinching myself and yet I can't seem to wake up. Could this be real? Was that boy really the prince? I guess so. Why didn't he say one word? Incredible, Lyric. We always knew you were destined for greatness, but saving the life of the prince? That's straight out of a fairy tale. I still think I might be dreaming. I certainly had no idea who it was when I brought him in from the cold. And that makes the fairy tale even sweeter, because it proves that what a kind of selfless heart you have. Now I can decide who am I going to take with me, huh? I would like to take Graham with me, but, well, he's not here. My sister. Once upon a time, I wouldn't have dreamed of leaving Parasite without my loyal pup, but you'll be happy here, won't you, Coco? You're sure excited for me, Murphy. Then again, you're excited about both things. We heard incredible news, Miss Lyric, to be recognized by the king in waiting himself. Such an honor, and well deserved. Oh, and don't you fret about the village or old Coco while you're on the road. You can look after everything here. Thank you both, truly. I know I'm leaving Paris in incapable hands. Just hope in the meanwhile my dogo's doing okay, you know? I'm always gonna think of my dogo. I'm gonna invite Brianna. Just- I'm still convinced this is some strange dream. I certainly had no idea who he was when I brought him in from the cold. She'd come with me to the coronation. Brianna, I'm allowed to invite one guest, and I want it to be you.
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure? I'm flattered, but that seems like a big decision. Of course, you're one of my best friends, and I've been for my entire life. There's no one else I'd rather bring along. Well, I won't argue any further. It means a lot that you'd ask me. Sounds like we both got some packing to do. Mada. Okay, Josh. This feels like the end. Sasu and Leo are sleeping at their where they're usually eating. Little boys. Sasu, Leo. The sun is shining, the birds are chirping. What a beautiful morning to be setting off. How are you feeling, Lyric? You up for this? No bad ending? No, I guess we're having a good kind of ending. I really tried my best to have a good ending here. I am very nervous. But happy to have you with me, Brianna. Boris already took our bags and got everything ready for the journey. Suppose there's nothing left to do but head that way. So finally we can go over this bridge, I guess. We never did this before. I mean, we were walking here, but after that the perspective changed. There you go. The bridge, yeah. Reminds a bit of a space for the inbound. That wagon looks comfortable enough, but I'm sure we'll have plenty of chances to get out and walk to see the sights. The horses are fed and the wagon is packed up securely. We wait only your word, miss. Ready to depart? Thank you. I do believe we're ready to depart. You think we're going to see the coronation? All right, then. We'll be heading south through Bassarin Valley and then hugging the coast for a few days until we reach the high road. Hugging the coast. Interesting term.
I recall our journey as a jumble of wonder and laughter and light. 7 days and 7 nights we travelled, taking in the sights and sounds of a country once again brimming with life after a long winter. Farmers tending their fields under the blistering sun, merchant folk peddling their wares off the backs of colourful wagons, ships from faraway shores bobbing merrily on the horizon. It was all a bit overwhelming. Somewhere along the road, I came to the realization that my entire world, all that I'd loved and known, while desperately precious to me, was so very small.
So many people. Please wait in here until I return. I expect His Majesty will call for you within the hour. Wow, is this some sort of royal hall? The entire first floor of the inn could fit inside this room. I think it's just a sitting chamber lyric. Pretty impressive though. Wow. Never thought I'd find myself in the royal castle, let alone waiting to meet the future king. It still doesn't seem real. Larry, you look a little overwhelmed. Not that I blame you, but maybe we should sit and have a cup of tea. Maybe we should... Oh! And have a cup of tea. You look a bit nervous, and I certainly don't blame you. Oh, something is bugging out on the left side. Tea! Yes, tea sounds good. That might help calm my nerves. It sounds good. That might help. Oh, okay. What? Something is buggy here. So, the tea. What do you think? Honestly, I thought it would be better, more flowful or exotic. Maybe I've brewed tastier cups of the Sleepy Dragon. Something is wrong with the avatar in game, you know? Yeah, you see? Thank you for reminding me. Well, you can't buy taste. That's what they say, isn't it? I suppose you're right. It's just that, well, this is all new to me. Lavish accommodations and complimentary cups of freshly brewed tea. My only experience with kings and castles comes with storybooks. I feel a bit like a fish out of water. Agreed. Being here on a personal invitation from the king and waiting is a little surreal. If nothing else, it sure helps to have you here. Thanks for coming with me, Brianna. I don't think I could do this without you. Of course, Lyric. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. His Majesty is ready to see you now. Please kindly follow me up to the north stairwell. Hope this is not buggy anymore, but it seems like it. After you, Lyric, we shouldn't keep him waiting. Oh, this is so fancy now. Why is the character still on the left side? Hello. I don't mean to bother you, just up to meet with a king in waiting. You know how these things do go. This is looking so wrong. I love your tiara, or is it a circlet? I'm sorry, I'm new here in the capital, as if that wasn't obvious. So many royal people here. You see now, it's definitely a bug. What a gorgeous melody and such a dreamy opportunity it would be to play for all these beautiful, prominent people. But a nice sword. Look sharp, you know, like a sword should. Right, I'm sorry. His Majesty waits. Are you ready, miss? Not quite yet. I need a moment. I want to look around. Even though it's a bit buggy. Pardon me, I'm on my way to see the king in waiting. That's my royal escort at the top of the stairs. And forever shall the star maiden keep her nightly vigil over those who vowed to preserve her dominion. Alright, I think I'm ready now. Ready as ever. Thank you, Boris. Hopefully the next scene is fixing the problem here. Steady now, miss. I think we should expect to see a few people on the other side of the floor. It's still booky.
A few people. I stepped out into a moment from every child's dream.
Wow.
One glorious, heroic moment. Yet, in the midst of the roaring crowd and radiant fireworks, my thoughts fell somewhere else entirely. To mountain lakes and quiet woods.
You can also see the
A humble
XXX in the
inn
text.
on a little hill.
I broke another game!
Once I did return to Pyreside, I found the old village more precious for the journey. The journey to the capital, but more truly the journey through winter. A life of struggles and triumphs.
Placeholding, yeah.
Moments of plenty with
It's
precious
definitely a
little
bug.
ones scattered throughout.
Also, this guy on the left side.
After all of them, I had found
Kind
my
of breaking
happy
the
ending.
immersion.
Not in fireworks or fanfare, but in the ordinary things minstrels don't bother singing about. Baked apples round a campfire, starlit nights and loved ones beside. And so, in Pyreside I stayed, until I couldn't stay any longer.
Towards the lighted inn, you chose baked apples for campfire snack. You went out fishing alone. You shared dream route with the village oryx. You took Brianna to the capital city. You told a heartfelt story. You played the piano alone. You walked to the cliff with Brianna. You spoke with Hazel in our cabin. Oh, I didn't do this anymore. Or Hazel's minstrel song. That was chapter 6. There's more? Ooh, hello Cookie. Hello, welcome. Happy Friday. Wait, who are these people? Thank you, Cookie. Oh, the baby is there.
Nearly 3 decades have passed since I stood on the king's dais. 3 decades of love and laughter, song and sentiment, friendships old and new.
This is tomorrow your birthday party. I hope
Is
so,
that
yeah.
what it all meant then? The grand lesson to take away from an exceedingly ordinary life.
So I'm 70 now.
The reason for holding on through winter, through times of shadow. That there will always be light waiting on the other side. And that you can still help folks in the meantime. I know the other villagers worry, so I've kept quiet on my nightly strolls. It's easy knowing the steps like the back of my hand. These days it isn't the creaking of floorboards to listen for, but the creaking of my old bones. Once more then, out into my beloved Pyreside.
I'm a granny now. Miss Lyric, I'd like to offer a little information on your diagnosis. Although, as previously discussed, I'm hoping to gather a second opinion before sending my official report back to the capital. Silton poisoning, often referred to as shadow sickness, can manifest in a number of ways, including brain fog and bouts of dizziness like those you've described. It's believed to be a side effect of prolonged exposure to umbral toxins, or more commonly other creatures acting as a carrier for them. It seems to fairly accurately line up with your recollection of winter. Please just take it easy while I continue to monitor your condition. I'll be right down the hall if you need anything at all. You spent 1,000 euro today? What did you buy? Shadow sickness. Quite a tidy explanation for how I've been feeling. Winter's chill continues to bite all these years later. Oh, this book is still there. Would seem rather silly changing up my style at this age. I wouldn't say so. Should I just restart, by the way? Load? Maybe that's gonna help. Oh, tattoos. Okay, then I completely understand why it was so expensive. Maybe for tattoos. What kind of tattoo do you have? I don't know how to skip this now. I'm sorry. I hope the bug is not there anymore. Dandelions and plants. Oh, that's nice. Cookie got a garden now. Sounds like a big tattoo as well, yeah. I agree.
Nearly 3 decades have passed since I stood on the king's dais. 3 decades of love and laughter, song and sentiment, friendships old and new. Is that what it all meant, then? The grand lesson to take away
Full
from
underarm sleeve. Was it
exceedingly
painful?
ordinary life. The reason for holding on through winter,
Do you have other
through time
tattoos
of
as well?
shadow, that there will always be light waiting on the other side, and that you can still help folks in the meantime. I know the other
Chest and
villagers
okay,
worry,
this is answering my
so
question then.
I've
Chest and
kept
ribcage
quiet
tattoos
on my
were
nightly
way worse.
strolls.
Oh, ribcage. Oh, I can imagine.
It's easy knowing the steps like the back of my hand.
Can imagine.
These days it isn't the creaking of floorboards to listen for, but the creaking of my own
I have no
bones.
tattoos at all.
Once more then, out into my beloved fireside.
Alright. Let's see if it's fixed now by reloading. Yeah, it's fixed. Perfect. Strange how empty rooms always manage to fill themselves up with old junk and piles of useless trinkets given enough time. Another party would be heroes finding rest at the Sleepy Dragon. The king sent his personal cleric when words reached the capital that I'd been ill. It's still hard to believe, but he never forgot me. So kind. How many adventurers have stayed in this room over the decades? Miss Molly's lessons never taught me how to count that high. Should put on another log when I get back from my stroll. Keep the fire burning through the brisk night. Perhaps in the morning I'll play another song. It's too late now. Was new stream lagging for me? Then I looked in my task manager and saw that Battle.net launcher was taking much of CPU. Let's download the Overwatch 2 preload. Okay. I have no idea what's going on in Overwatch. Hello, Angel. Hello, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Welcome. Come on now. This lady sounds like an Overwatch guy. You're not actually wrong with that. We were speculating the voice actor. But we're thinking she's Irish. Come on now, Lyric. You can handle one short walk around the village without needing to rest your bones. Smoke rising from the chimney of this old building. I thought it would be more of a joyous sight. Instead, it's bittersweet. The new proprietor is kind enough and certainly skilled at whatever craft it is he practices. Some sort of pottery, I recall that much. Try not to hold on to the past too tightly. Change can be good, but it's hard when you start to feel the world leaving you behind. Okay, having fun in content creation. Oh, nice. What about yourself? I'm just chilling. I'm just chilling. Thank you for asking. At first, it was quite surreal seeing a new family take over this old shop. I've gotten used to it by now, mostly anyway. I appreciate that they've always been kind of friendly despite not always seeing eye to eye on village issues. Such outlandish fashion. If their style is truly the standard in the capital city, I'm happy to be here in Parasite. I do still miss Kelsey on occasion. I simply can't help it, but it eases my heart knowing she found a happy life for herself out there. Fuck you! No, thank you so much. Many, many thanks. Wow, you're paying so much attention to the day. That's crazy. Thank you so much. The old windmill has always set such a pretty silhouette against the starry night sky. I'm glad we could repair it all those years ago. Perhaps it's silly or overly sentimental, but reliable, mundane things can offer such a profound comfort. One of my favorite spots to sit and read in the sunshine, which turns into an inadvertent nap more often than I could admit. Your game had started well. It's looking like that, but it has nothing to do with this, actually. It's a very emotional game. We are lyric, and we are going through the different phases of our lives. It's a very bittersweet game. Albie has gone through so many versions of himself over the decades that I barely recognize him anymore. Not unlike the rest of us, I suppose. Thank all the stars in the sky that Noah and Emma came to Parasite. When they did, they truly turned this village around. Over the years, the two of them have become beloved neighbors and dear friends. Honestly, I couldn't imagine life here without them. And it's always a true delight when their daughter drops by for an extended visit. Such a lovely girl. Whip smart too. Mr. William and Miss Molly would be absolutely over the moon if they could see the legacy of their old farmhouse. Hope you won't start to stop, because as far as I know, these these such games. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see, Angel. From what I've heard, these were the last domesticated orcs in the entire kingdom until winter ended and more could be bred. Would they have been better off out in the wild? Would they had even survived those frigid times? It's something I often wonder. The way I do love having them around, a precious connection to childhood many decades gone. Feels like we're slowly saying goodbye here, yeah. Maybe we're all gonna cry in the end. Yeah, maybe. Amazing that we can feed the entire village and still have this much surplus left over to sell. After crying, don't forget to hydrate. I am ready. I've already prepared myself. Chad is always reminding me to drink something. Despite her brave face, I know Brianna struggled running the workshop on her own after so many decades sharing the load with Isaac. So Tiger, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you. Hope you had a good stream. You played Cat Cafe Manager. I absolutely love this game. I have 100% in this game. It's super fun to play. I hope you also enjoyed it. Thank you so much for the raid and trusting your community. I think we're about to finish a story besides. We're very close, I think. It feels like that. When I heard news of this passing, I was heartbroken. And yet, there's comfort knowing the twins are together again. I don't know much about the young blacksmith Brianna chose to take over. He seems capable enough and always courteous. Change, baggage change, and the wheels of time continue to turn, or the water wheel in this case. The raid was broke. I tried multiple times, but 2/3 didn't come with. Oh, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. I think it just twitches a bit slow today, I assume. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you. Very kind of you thinking of me. And welcome everyone, welcome readers. How's your cat cafe going? Is it the game you finished off stream with? Yeah, I wanted to prepare before before the next stream, and suddenly, boom, done, because I was addicted. Yeah, I finished this game accidentally off stream because it was so good. Twitch rate is broken, but this didn't feel real. Oh, I'm so sorry. Don't think about it, please. I really appreciate it. It's very sweet of you. Always very sweet. I hope you're doing all right and you had a great stream. How long has it been since I visited the manager? Perhaps I could stop for a moment before heading home. Yeah, we should. Should be just beyond this thicket. Although stars, it does seem quite a bit darker through here than I remember. Forest is very dense. Oh, Lyric, you've been this way hundreds of times before. Have you really managed to get yourself turned around? And has it always been so foggy in this patch of woods? Perhaps. Perhaps I would rest a moment before pressing on much further. Yes, I'll rest here. Just for a moment. I think she could feel that she's dying.
I shouldn't have gone out on my own. I know that now. These past few days I've been confined to my bed to rest up. Or has it been weeks?
She's very sick.
I suppose it doesn't matter. I find myself overcome with that curious longing unique to the end of things. The dregs of a warm cup of tea. The moment the setting sun gets swallowed up in a twilight sky. The final chapter of your favorite fantasy novel. Content, but wishing it could have lasted just a bit longer. My novel. My story. It's meant little to a lot of folks, but an awful lot to a few. Noah and Emma among them. They're here now. Beside me. Eyes shut, I can see them still. I see their faces, full of love. I see all the moments across the years that have brought them here to be with me now. And I swear I can see something else, warm and wondrous, shimmering just beyond the window glass. Tiny, twinkling firelights.
Oh, I got a huge lump in my throat. Whew, it's hurting like crazy. Well, I suppose one journal entry had to be the last. I'm also walking so slow now. Still a fire in the hearth. Good. Got doggo back here. Also getting younger again. All the different phases. Goodbye. Isn't this Granny? And no parents. that's it. A story beside. What an amazing game, I agree. It sounded to, yeah. It was a very bittersweet game. I am not regretting my choices though. No, I'm not regretting that. Then me, I was also muting myself and sniffing you. Why did you make you exactly? Why am I streaming them? No, of course, Dougie. Thank you for watching. I'm so sorry. I'm holding myself together, not for just crying more. It's always worth fighting for, huh? The end. Just like the last page. Ayla fell out of your life before the end. Ayla was by your side in the end. There was an option that I... Holy moly, what? Graham was by your side in the end. Hazel was by your side in the end. Brandon was laid to rest in Parasite. Kelsey fell out of your life before the end. Claire fell out of your life before the end. Noah was by your side in the end. Isaac never returned to Parasite. Well, you can definitely get different endings here. Mine was very dramatic, it feels like. Very dramatic. But hey, we had Coco. That was chapter 7, Evening Rest. And that was the story beside. Lovely Burbles, thank you so much for playing this wonderful game with me. I hope you also enjoyed it.